On your screens, ladies and gentlemen, is a stressful video where you can see a man brutally beating two people, a man and a woman, with what looks like a bamboo stick. What's even more surprising is the fact that some 60 to 70 people are just standing there, literally just looking at what's happening, until one woman just comes and stops them. So the West Bengal police on Sunday registered a case after this video clip of a brutal assault on this couple allegedly engaged in an illicit relationship went viral. However, NewsX could not independently verify the authenticity of the video. The man, as you can see, was seen in the video beating up the two with a bamboo stick, was reportedly allegedly a local named Tajmul alias JCB, who is also a leader of Chopra in Uttar Dinajpur district, wherein the incident occurred following a decision of a Salishi Sabha, that is a kangaroo court. While a case was registered over the incident and Tajmul was arrested, Chopra MLA Hamidul Rahman said the woman's activities were unsocial. He, however, denied the TMC having any links with Tajmul. Hamidul Rahman said it was a village matter and had nothing to do with the party. Meanwhile, Union Minister and Bengal BJP Chief Sukanta Majumdar said statements from TMC's Hamidul Rahman referring to a Muslim Rashtra and discussing punishments under certain rules are deeply concerning. While the opposition in West Bengal, the Bharatiya Janata Party, the Congress and the CPIM have slammed the Mamata Banerjee government over the incident, the TMC has said the matter will be investigated. A young man, Ashish Bol Das, was beaten to death in the Hooghly district, meanwhile on the 30th of June. Sources claim the incident occurred after an altercation between the victim and a group of men over a minor bike accident. A man was allegedly beaten to death on suspicion of mobile theft in Kolkata's Salt Lake area. The victim has been identified as Prasunjit Mondol. Police arrested 3 people, including one Bangladeshi national, in connection with this incident. The deceased was taken to the hospital when he was declared dead. The hospital authorities informed the police about the incident. A TV mechanic in Kolkata, meanwhile, was beaten to death by a group of students on suspicion of being a mobile thief. The incident took place at Udayan Hostel in the Beau Bazaar area, where a mobile theft had been reported. The deceased was seen roaming aimlessly around the hostel, prompting the students to question and then beat him. West Bengal leader of opposition Suvendu Adhikari alleged that a woman worker of BJP's Minority Morcha was dragged for a kilometer and thrashed by goons of the state ruling party in Cooch Behar. At least 6 incidents of mob violence have been reported from the North 24 Parganas district of West Bengal. All incidents occurred over suspicions of child lifting. For the past 8 days, rumors of child lifting have spread across the district, leading to mob attacks in areas such as Barasat, Gopalnagar, Gaigatha, Bongaon, Barakpur and Ashoknagar. Now, Union Minister and BJP Chief JP Nadda have targeted the Mamata Banerjee government, saying a horrific video has come to light from West Bengal, reminding of the brutalities that exist only in theocracies. To make matters worse, the TMC cadre and MLAs are justifying the act. Now, as we slip into this telecast today, we ask a very serious question. A political war is erupting over everything, but what do the people of West Bengal want? Joining us at this point is Shatarupa, spokesperson of the BJP. We also have Pratim Ranjan Bose, columnist, joining us live. Anubrata Roy, a political analyst, is joining us live. Gyanendra Mishra, lawyer and political analyst, is also with us on the broadcast. Let me bring you in here first, Shatarupa. What do you make of these this particular viral video first, and also this series of incidents? Do you believe there is a pattern to what's happening in the state of West Bengal?
Yes, Uday. Unfortunately, I do think there is a very sinister pattern. I will very quickly list why I think so. You may have read a couple of books by Khalid Hosseini, A Thousand Splendid Suns and Kite Runner, which talks elaborately on Afghanistan, which is ruled by Taliban, the situations there, social situations. Of course, it's a bit of fiction there, but then the story, the situation which is described in the story book is very, very similar to what the viral video that you have just shown. And let me correct you, it is not one bamboo stick, it is a bunch of sticks made of guava branches, which really hurt, I'm told. Now, having said that, the entire sinisterness of the matter is what is scaring us. The fact that, of course, there was a Khap Panchayat, there was a kangaroo court, but the fact that this is now justified by a Trinamool MLA who says that it's perfectly okay to beat up a woman because the Shariat says so. Sharia, of course, I think many of you would know, is a Muslim law which is conveniently interpreted by various ulemas, religious leaders. It is not a code of conduct as such. It's not the rule. They conveniently keep on interpreting it as per their the situation demands it, and it has been happening on several occasions in different Islamic countries. Now, one would definitely accept that India, and definitely not West Bengal, we are not an Islamic country. We are supposed to be a secular country which is ruled by a very specific code of conduct. Now, this kind of incidents, which is now being justified by a public representative, an MLA, that is scary. Now, coming back to the other incidents, this gentleman Hamidur Rahman has said that the woman was causing some social nuisance. Who is he to justify that? I have no idea what the woman and the man are accused of. Apparently, they're accused of some extramarital affair, but that's entirely their business or the family is concerned. Yes, I understand that in a village there is a concept of justice meted out by the local self government or the panchayats, but this, where you openly beat up a woman, and if you've seen the videos, I am extremely sorry to stoop down to the level of elaborating on on national media, that the parts of the woman's body which were very very specifically attacked. I mean, this is something that the woman chief minister of West Bengal, Trinamool, keeps on ranting about how we have the only woman chief minister in India. Well, the woman chief minister should finally wake up and smell the coffee and do something about the women of West Bengal who have voted for her blatantly, because they are completely dependent on the Lokhir Bhandar that she meets out. Now, the other 6 incidents that you have meted out, you have listed out, and I don't know if you're showing it on screen or not. It's very sinister. Mob lynching. This mob decides wherever, there are some 6 incidents all over West Bengal, alarmingly in the middle of the city. 2 of them are in the middle of Kolkata, the capital city of West Bengal. They decide that somebody's stolen money or somebody has stolen a mobile, and they severely beat up the person to the point of death. I mean, both of these, I think all 6 of them have been brought dead to the hospital. I just want to refer my last sentence. I just want to refer to a video during the Lok Sabha elections, which was circulated by none other than Abhishek Banerjee, where you would remember a CRPF personnel was tied to a lamppost, and they pulled him by his hair. They had beaten him up. His hair was pulled back, and they made a video and they were circulating it. What I'm trying to point out here, Uday, is that there is a direct message given out by the ruling party that it's perfectly okay to take the law in your hands if you are distantly related to Trinamool. Now, I have no idea whether they're related or not. The other aspect of this is now very, very sinister, that people are now realizing that there's a complete breakdown of law and order in West Bengal. So it's no point waiting for the police, which is mostly true. So they conveniently take law in their own hands and beat up people brutally. I mean, one person against an entire mob. Sometimes they're students, sometimes they're family members, sometimes they're political goons. Sometimes, there is just one generic combination in this, that the whole thing is very sinister and nobody seems to be scared of the law of the land.
Okay, let me take that across to Pratim Ranjan Bose as well. Pratim, what is causing these, incidents? They seem to be on the rise in West Bengal, particularly post the election. And in this particular, of course, juncture, and this video case rather, what has made, of course, the matters worse is the kind of statements as well that have come in post.
What is giving rise to these kind of incidents? It is political justification. If you look closely, over the last couple of years, there has been series of lynchings. I'm just recalling from memory. 4 persons were beaten to death in Kuch Bihar. They were Muslims. In Murshidabad, Now, what is very striking, and Shatarupa rightly said, that this time it is happening in Calcutta and just in the outskirts of Calcutta, which means a deterioration. Again, if you look at, say, the cases of torture on women, it is no stray case. It has been happening. I'm just recalling from memory, there were at least 4 persons, 4 women who were stripped or allegedly stripped after the 2021 election. Now, let's not try to justify by saying post-poll violence, pre-poll violence, political violence. These all are terminologies which were created to justify violence. But there is violence, and this violence is rising. And again, you see the political justification. If you win votes, everything is right in over here. There were 15 to 16 reported riots in West Bengal between around 2016 and 2019-20, around that time. I am recalling from memory, Kaliachak, Dhulagar, Bosirhat, one after another. Everything has been justified by election results. So what happens is, when you justify for a long time, if you talk about rapes, its justification started from 2011 or 12 itself. So if you justify, then essentially what happens is that your entire law and order machinery takes a backseat, and people do come front and do whatever they want to do, or they deliver justice, instant justice. Lynching is nothing but instant justice. So instant justice happens when the basic law and order system fails. It is, people have no faith on that. This is exactly, or it has been so inactive that the unlawful elements in the society has taken the front seat. That is exactly what happens generally in any society. Over to you.
Anubrata Roy, come in here. Clearly, of course, you've heard what Shatarupa has had to say. You can, of course, respond. But Anubrata Roy, do you believe that this is a very serious incident and must then be taken as seriously as the nature of this horrific video by the state machinery, the state police and the state government?
Well, good evening to all. I'm going to stand on the point that I'm not at all justifying this act. I'm not justifying this video. I'm not justifying any of this going around on any of this. No, not a single Trinamool Congress worker member is not going to justify this or supporting this. With all due respect, we have seen reports from UP, North India, that when a mob lynching happens...
He's going to do this now. You really want to go to UP?
I did not interrupted you. Dr. Shatarupa, I didn't interrupted you. Please let me talk. Let me finish, then you can interrupt me. Let me build up to the point. Don't do that. You are than me. Please give me some respect. Okay, where was I? We are not at all justifying. We are not supporting. But as a matter of fact, with all due respect, we have seen reports from North India, New Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, that whenever a mob lynching happened against a minority section or a certain community, we have seen BJP MLAs, workers, MPs directly supporting the accused and pulling rallies for them. Is this how you justify? Is this how you talk against us while you are doing this in other states? And also, the police and the local government has been taking action against those. Within 24 hours, we have seen arrest. We don't see it in other BJP states. Can you recall it? And as second of fact, the police has been working very hard about against this all odds, and with also due with respect, you have been telling many stories before the elections. We have been talking before the elections. We have said many things before the elections. Why don't you have been performing well in the Lok Sabha? So people are keeping the faith. Talking about the faith, people are keeping faith on us. That's why you are. That's why you have to get a coalition government in the center. In the center, is this faith you are talking? Over to you.
Okay, but Hamidul Rahman's statement, that is something that many believe is very unfortunate. Sukanta Majumdar has also raised the point. Is he trying to justify the incident? What do you make of what Hamidul Rahman has said?
Look. I am assuring you, whatever he has said, party will take action. I am assuring you here right now, no one is supporting him. And as a matter of fact, he will be, an action must be taken against him.
Okay. Yes, Shatrupapa, yours.
I just want to make two very quick comments on what he said. I had actually no intention of interrupting anyone. I just couldn't help myself. Every time they are face to face with some nonsense like this in West Bengal, they start to go on an India tour, which is all very fine. The weather in West Bengal is pretty bad. I have no problem. Let them go on an India tour, but let them look at the proper things that is happening all over the rest of the country. As he's talked about some arrest, yes. There has been an arrest, but if you look at the video of that arrest, you are really going to laugh, Uday. It is like this JCP character. He's going for an evening walk and escorted by some bouncers, not even bouncers.
Okay, I'm interrupting. Okay, I'm interrupting
now.
Okay,
I don't care if you're interrupting. I really don't care if you're interrupting.
You have interrupted me. I can interrupt you. Okay,
the entire arrest is completely playing to the gallery. And if you look at the way he is behaving at the police station and in front of the cameras, he's just whacking off cameras like he's flicking off lines. That is the kind of arrest that these people, police, have been making. And again, Uday, I want to point out, the role of the police needs to be a little more proactive. They don't need to be confined to the duty of packing food packets in Abhishek Banerjee's cousin's wedding.
Family hasn't,
that is, come on, please stop.
Against the police officially.
Please
so the
stop.
police
Make him
put
stop.
a suo moto case. The police has been actively working. How can you say police is not working?
I am sure. Of course, you will say that.
You even know what is suo moto case? Can you explain it to me?
When two persons are lynched in Calcutta, you cannot really claim a moral high ground. Just quick interjections. One, the opposition fought this election on the agenda of saving the democracy. Is democracy saved this way? And second, when the law and order trends and the election results go the other way, then one must say that the election, there is something wrong. I mean, I shouldn't say wrong. There is an anomaly, deep anomaly between the two. The elections are won or people are voting for some other purpose.
Okay, Gyanendra Mishra, come in here. Is this what the people of West Bengal voted for is the question Pratyum is asking?
Sorry, Uday, what was your question? Sorry, Uday, I missed it. What was your question?
Let Gyanendra Mishra, that question is to you. You just heard what the previous speakers have had to say. Is this what the people of West Bengal have voted for? What do you make of this incident which has gone viral, this video of course, but also the pattern of incidents that have been happening because they can't be read in isolation, can they?
No, so Uday, to start with, I condemn such kind of violence happening anywhere against anyone, and more particularly about the vulnerable section of our society, including women. And we must all condemn it, with the sincerity it deserves.
Yes.
Now, there was 2-3 very important points were made by different speakers, and I agree with them. See, the unfortunate part of these incidents, the point is that these incidents will happen. It keeps happening across the country. Women's are put to, and the vulnerable section, women's, minorities are put to these kind of violence with impunity. And we have seen in the Northeast, we are seeing in Bengal, we see in other places as well. But the most important point, I think that Mr. Bose also made it, that when we try to justify these kind of violence in a different context of that it is in political, the politicization of a normal law and order situation, or it is a pre-war violence or post-war violence, or it is a cadre-based violence, or it is a violence culture that has developed, the political and violence, nexus that has developed in a particular state like we refer to West Bengal, because these kind of political cadre-based violence are very frequent, is happening across the year, across the political spectrum. I think it's the time that we depoliticize such kind of an issue, because when you politicize this and you start looking at more from a political context, the essence of the issue that this is a very serious law and order situation. It is a very serious human right violation, and there should be strongest action taken against it. The law enforcing machinery is lost in this political bickering. When it becomes in, the ruling party versus opposition party, when it becomes an political issue, when it becomes a post political, the election violence or pre violence, the morale of the investigating agencies is down. They are defocused, and therefore, instead of taking stern action against such perpetrators, which could be from any party, and in fact, they are from all political party, including the opposition party in West Bengal as well as the ruling party. And wherever it happens, you see that it ultimately end up in political bickering and political one-upmanship. If it happens in Manipur, you will see that the opposition will make it is in a political issue that women are being paraded naked. Untold violence is being perpetuated against n number of women, vulnerable women, but no solid action is being taken. It's all political. Then you see the Sandesh Khali happens. At the one point, we see that it becomes a very serious issue. Then the news start filtering in that it has all been politically ostracized. So the point is, the truth we don't know. The truth only the investigating agencies will can fathom out. But the most sad part of it, and the serious.
Okay, Gyanendra Mishra, they're saying the truth is not known. Why jump the gun, Shatrupa?
No, nobody is talking about the truth. I mean, the fact that you're seeing on a video that a man is beating up a woman in public, and the comments of the MLA, whatever his name is.
Gyanendra Mishra had nothing to say on that. Hamidul Rahman. Gyanendra Mishra, you are absolutely silent on Hamidul Rahman.
Let me just finish what I'm saying.
No, I would say, see, I am not here supporting any political party, Uday, and I said from the very start, and I say it with a very, with my sincere commitment that such actions are raise a serious concerns on us as a society.
Chatrupa.
And that should be.
I just want to quickly say one thing.
That should be dealt with all seriousness. But just I want to say that if we try to politicize it,
the point here is, the fact that this is being justified by this MLA, Hamidul Rahman, by saying that this can happen. In Shariat law, this is perfectly okay. It justifies beating up a woman in public. That is very sinister, because here we have the Honorable Chief Minister who is writing to the Prime Minister of India saying that, please review the Nyaya Sanhita, which is supposed to come out on the 1st of July, because those were, that entire decision was taken in dark days of Parliament. What dark days of Parliament? It was decided, and an act became a bill, and then the bill became the law by numbers, by a discussion in Parliament, and this is what is very scaring, Uday. Here we have an MLA of the state who's talking about Shariat law, and this is what Mamata Banerjee is trying to justify. We have the Nyaya Sanhita coming out. We definitely need the Uniform Civil Code. If this is what is going to happen in West Bengal, far away from Taliban-ruled Afghanistan, we are in face-to-face.
Okay, this is Taliban rule in West Bengal. This is Shariat law in West Bengal. What is happening in West Bengal? Anubrata, your response.
Sorry, I couldn't hear last part. Sharia law, right? Hello.
Anubrata Roy, your response. This is Shariat law. This is Taliban law, says the BJP. It's a very strong charge. What is your response? And what is the state government doing? There are so many incidents. You can discount one, you can discount two. I've just read out so many incidents at the start of the show. What is happening in the state?
Every bad law applies to West Bengal, but certain thing happens to a certain state, certain led state, it doesn't apply there, And talking about Ms. Shatarupa,
these incidents haven't happened in any other state. They've happened in West Bengal, unfortunately. If there were no incidents like this in West Bengal, we would be talking about another state.
You have to get the context, Look, you have to get the context, If I recall, our Honorable Governor C.V. Anand Bose has been accused of, indecency with his PA. We haven't seen any actions
I
against
really
him.
don't believe this is happening.
You don't believe because it's a certain, he's from a certain party, he's from a
That's
certain
the
government.
problem.
You're not even understanding
We
what I'm
don't see
saying.
any,
You don't
we don't
believe
see
because
any
it is
action
happening
against
to
him,
your
but we see
political party.
action
That's the problem.
against who was accused in that
No,
video.
no. I didn't say
No.
that.
How? What is no? You have to talk about this. If you don't get the context, okay, arrest has been not made against CV Ananda Bose. Okay, he has been not
Uday, please, may
presented
I?
in front of the judges. But in this case, the actual perpetrator has been put in front of the judge. He has been under police under suo motu
Uday, I
case.
really
The
don't know what
family
this man is
the
talking about.
victim
May I
hasn't
please
not-
intervene?
has not been officially
Yes, go
registered.
ahead.
Him.
I don't know why they're bringing the governor into this. And Gyanendra ji, I'm not by any
You
means
have to get the
supporting or not
context.
supporting
You have
the
to get the
governor of West
context. The
Bengal.
police has
I
been given
am
a
in no
suo
way
motu case, but
the
no case has been
representative of the
registered
governor of
against
West Bengal.
the
My point
Ananda Bose
here
because he
is you
belongs from a
have a
certain
woman
party, certain
who is
government.
thrown on the floor, on the ground, and is being beaten up by a man, and that is being justified by a local MLA. That is my only
I am
point.
not justifying the
We
local
are
LLA.
willing to.
No one is justifying. No one from the
First of all,
Trinamool Congress or
BJP
the current
has said
government is
nothing
justifying,
to
supporting. He
justify
will
the
be
governor of West
suspended
Bengal.
in
That is
2 or
entirely the
1
governor
or
of
2
West
days.
Bengal's prerogative.
So how
But
are you
this
whining
you're
about? Why are you
stooping
whining
to
about this?
completely.
The arrest
Honorable,
has
please,
been made
if you
within
can't
24
talk English,
hours.
please keep quiet and let me talk. Now, my point here is I don't want to even
You own
discuss
this
the
channel.
governor
Okay, you own
on
this
this
channel.
issue.
Let
Please
us
open
speak.
up another
Let us
show. We
speak.
will discuss.
She owns
We
the
will
channel.
discuss the governor. But today,
we don't have a
here
part
you
on this.
have
Please just keep on talk.
you're
Keep going on
justifying
talk.
violence on
talking,
a woman by Sharia law. And you have a political analyst who can't even talk properly. He is justifying dragging the governor of West Bengal.
Okay, you are interrupting. How can I talk if you are interrupting
Uday,
like that? How can
my last
Anubrata.
point.
talk
I
if
don't
you
know how
are
long this show is
interrupting
going to
like that?
continue.
Not a
just
sane
want to make
person
one
can
point
talk like that if you
again,
keep
at the
interrupting
risk
me.
of
You have
repetition.
some problems,
I don't have any
some
problem.
problems,
You
please.
obviously do.
Don't take it
the
seriously. You have some
major
problems, please.
concern here is that you're
Okay, let's allow
justifying this
Anubrata also.
kind of an issue.
Shadrupa, you've had your turn. Let's allow Anubrata also to please come back in. Yes.
Look, the point remains the same. You have to get the context. Arrest has been made against because someone is from a certain position. No action has been made against him. But
No, the governor is a separate debate. You've made that point earlier. What about these series of incidents? What about these series of incidents? Because it's not just one. Anubrata, the problem is it's not just one. You've said you have nothing to do with this leader. He's unfortunately from your party. No action yet has taken. You said action will be taken. Now, when that is taken, we'll have to wait and watch. But you've made that point that you have nothing to do with that statement. Action will be taken. Okay, I'm taking it point value from you, face value from you, even though no action has been taken as yet. What about what's happened in North 24 Parganas? What about what's happened in Kolkata, Salt Lake? What about what's happened in Bowbazar?
Kuch Bihar.
Look, whatever has happened, actions has been taken. But actions, those perpetrators will be shown will be in the courts. Let the court decide whatever happens. We can go do on debates and put on media trials. We have to go in the court. We have to get on the trial. Then it will be decided what will be happen. The fate will be decided to him.
Pratim Bose, wait for the court to decide. Why are you jumping the gun? Why are you politicizing? Pratim Bose, your response.
This is sorry for my words, but this is an useless discussion. It is going to make no difference on ground realities. If something happens, I don't fully agree with Shatarupa's views about Sharia. See, it is about justifying. That's the biggest problem. So in Park Street rape case also, some MP tried to justify it by pointing at the character of the woman. The issue is not about a particular woman.
That's a disgusting mindset. That's a disgusting mindset, and it must be condemned in its entirety. The people are watching and they can make up their mind on who is right and who is wrong in this particular big story.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.